I'm all about connections. I feel like literally connections are where we at, especially in people like ourselves doing things with like-minded individuals coming together. Let's talk about some of the connections that you were able to make in Cali that helped you get started out here in Tacoma.
For sure. So going to school was like, we were both intellectual kids, so like a university was obviously like, go to university, you know what I mean? And going to university in state is obviously cheaper. During that time, there was the Achievers program. We were IB students with like 3.6s and above, so it was like, we could have really had the pick of the litter, but nothing in California, I mean, in Washington, offered fashion like on an intense level. My mother she was a fashion designer. She went to like Seattle Pacific or whatever, but like the professors that she had gone through and all that good stuff, and it was the way that she was describing it, like it was ages ago. So I was like, and I didn't want to go to school in Seattle. That was another thing. It was like I planned on leaving. Like nothing was gonna stop me from getting out of here. The last like month and a half of school, shout out Miss Jeffries. She brings me into the room and she kind of starts throwing fit at me. And I was talking about going to New York to Parsons, and they had like accepted me in and stuff like that. But New York is like so expensive. And yeah, she's like, no, it's FITM. It's like in LA. It's right down there. You can go to campus all up and down the West Coast, like Orange County, whatever. So I'm like, all right, my mom is from California, and that's where I spent pretty much all my summers. Let's try it out. And I went for the name. Lauren Conrad was going to the school.
Bro, I remember that. I remember that.
Filming there all the time
funny.
And on campus and stuff. So it was like just all this attention on it.
Yeah, on MTV, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like getting boosted up because I was thinking like, damn, I'm about to end up going to like this old like some like third tier design school or whatever. But at the time, no, like I got to understand that it was like it was right under FIT at the time when I was going there. So because of that, I'm able to work at Saks Fifth Avenue. Because of that, I'm able to work in the Beverly Center, and then that's where I meet Ben and Bobby. I'm like there's this one store in the Beverly Center. It was called Up Against the Wall. They're not around anymore on the West Coast, but I get godfathered in off of networking. So like you're saying, it's all networking. The guy that ends up opening the first diamond store is the big homie Tony. He puts me on because of the other big homie, Carter, who was Clem Rashad's big homie at the time, and like our big homie from Goods. And so I'm in there, and he works on the block that the Hundreds is going to open up on, but I don't know that yet. So I'm just like his homie or whatever, and he's put me on there. Ben and Bob meet me. I'm like getting in a conversation with them. I was like, oh, you guys are wearing the Hundreds denim. That's really tight. I think that brand's from the Bay. So Ben like starts laughing. He taps Bobby. He's like, yo, this kid says the Hundreds is super tight. And he was like, where'd you say they're from? And I was like, oh, I think they're from I'm like, it's weird now. So I'm like, I think they're from the Bay. And he was like, nah, it's us. And so I was like, damn, like, that's crazy. It's super nice to meet you guys. And they're like, damn, how long have you been working here? Like, they're just trying to figure out information about me. They're getting ready to open the reason why they're asking me, they're getting ready to open a store. They've got like all these homies that want to work in the store, but none of their homies have retail experience. So I go back to Saks Fifth Avenue for the paper, obviously, and the discount. And then
shout out to the discount.
Then I something like goes weird there where I end up coming back up against the wall, and Ben meets me in the shop one day again, and he's like, dude, I've been looking for you, like it's crazy. Are you still looking for a job? And I was like, yeah. He was like, good, I need someone to run my store. And I'm like, serious? And he was like, yeah, man, we just opened up, we've been open for like a little bit now, and it was on my birthday is the day that I started, February 9th. And it was their second year anniversary. Yeah, second year anniversary. Or 1 year anniversary, pardon me.
Okay.
Crazy. So then that's like the day that I started.
Okay.
It's at their 1 year. And it's been like connections there ever since, like obviously Ben is like my big brother. And like has taught me so much about business, so much about being able to mingle with people and like build business to business relationships where you're able to do collaborations and all that kind of thing, and like going for the gusto even when there is no gusto to, you know what I'm saying? You're playing in, uncharted territories, and yeah, so that's how we worked it out. the networking as far as the brands go, we all came up at the exact same time. That's just how it happened to be. I moved there right when everyone is in their senior year of high school. So they're all coming to the block in their spare time. They all spent their senior summer on the block. And then we just all become family. Anwar, you know, the kids from OF that I mess with, which is really just Taco, and Mike G, and like, you know, that's how we meet everybody.
It's
and
crazy.
I meet like all the other, you know, people that I met along the way that have been famous and like lended a helping hand and that sort of thing. And you know, Dom is right there. That's where he's writing his first raps. So, or not his first raps, but he's writing his new raps where he's becoming Dom Kennedy. So I get to see that whole thing and like be a part of that. And yeah, like the whole time it's like on the phone telling Pete like, dog.
It's crazy. Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
You know, and Pete's like, yeah, for sure. You know, and always keeping his business mind to be like, yo, like we should get back into the brand. And that's where all the networking comes from.
You brought up Dom. Let's talk about the 1 year anniversary, which was in July.
Yeah. July 18th was the party. 19th is the actual anniversary.
Okay, let's talk about that. How did that go?
It was good, man. It was a shit show for sure. I didn't anticipate that many people showing up. You know, we had talked about it before. Because it was basically just like us saying, yeah, Dom Kennedy's gonna be here. But like, if you know like the history of Tacoma, any like artist coming out here, that's kind of shaky.
Mythical. Yeah.
Yeah, you know. So us just saying it, there were a lot of people. We got like, I want to say like 50 phone calls of people saying, is Dom Kennedy really coming down there? Or is that just, you know, is it like a hoax or something like that? And it's like, why the fuck would it be a hoax?
Yeah,
you know, why would we even say that if he's not going to be here? So, and then like the day before, he like tweeted it, you know?
Yeah,
and then
remember that.
That's when it was like, we're like, damn, it might be like really nuts tomorrow, you know? So, I want to say probably by like 12 o'clock, there might have been maybe like 150 people in line.
Sure.
We had Grayson, shout out G, running the door for us, and he was clocking people as they were coming in. I think it like totaled out at maybe like 350, and then he said there were still like 40 people who didn't get to pop in. You know, say what's up to him. But yeah, man, it was a good ass event. I think it brought a lot of awareness to the shop. As far as people who didn't know about the shop or had heard about it, but now that Dom came down here, I guess it gives us some form of like validation.
Validity,
yeah. So, yeah, man, I would say overall it was a really good event, man, and shit, we're trying to top it next year.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
So, but it was good, man. I fucking enjoyed it. It went by like
had to.
Yeah, so, before we knew it, he was out of here. The fucking shop was closed, and it was a wrap.
Yeah. Okay. And then, that was a big day in Tacoma because the Desmond Trufant camp was actually that same day. So we were covering that event, and then we shot straight from that event, came here, got here, total pandemonium outside. I'm like, whoo, line all the way down the street to Peter Pit, and it was just wild. Like, it was a whole bunch of people. I was like, dang, this is what's up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was really giving a visual to, like, I feel like the hard work that you guys put in. And then when I got in here, it was real everywhere, you know, just one, you know. But it was dope to see, like I said, the hard work that y'all put in, getting fulfilled. What do you guys have in the works as far as right now?
For us, it's all about, like, I feel like really it's still all about getting Tacoma on board, you know. Like, I want a unanimous, and like maybe we're going far-fetched, but I want a unanimous Tacoma like vote, like, yes, we rocking with ETC, you know. Like, I got a piece, my brother got a piece, his little brother got a piece, my grandma got some socks. That's where I wanted to be at, because, you know, like any place like Tacoma that will start to support itself will see that it's just drags people here, you feel me? And then people that are from here, they're gonna feel like, oh, there are new people here, but those new people are here to like take from and take away from, you know, like the culture and move it forward, you know, so that like Tacoma spreads itself. And so for us, I think that big part of that is collaborating with other businesses in Tacoma, finding like the next ETCs in Tacoma, the young brands that are like bubbling, you know. Shout out to Six and Anderson, shout out to Earthling, like young companies that do it right, that have a real vision for it.
Yeah.
Finding those and like helping them nurture themselves and staying first, and then increasing the events and that sort of thing. Like you said, finding spaces that make more sense for the amount of people that come out to these events now, and you know, really just getting involved in the city a little bit more, which is something that we do kind of under the radar now, helping out, like as far as like t-shirt distribution and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I saw you guys at the Zekin.
Oh yeah,
as well too.
Yeah. And like exactly getting ourselves a little bit more out there on the festival front, because that's what a big part of Tacoma, you know, like, but making it special every time. Like if we do the Taste of Tacoma, like we want to do the Taste of Tacoma where we sell 2 different t-shirts and they're limited just to the Taste of Tacoma. So you gotta come to the Taste of Tacoma to get them. You can't get it online. You can't come down to the store to get it. You know, like push the crowd in certain ways. You know, if that's how we're gonna get youth back out to the Taste of Tacoma, then let's do it. You know, like that's what we'd like to be. You know, as much as we're trying to create the new thing, we're trying to like restore the heritage here.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. This is the wrap up. This is Creating Conversation. We're here at ETC Tacoma. I want to know the exact location of where we're at right now.
You're at Club 907 Pacific Avenue.
It's a wrap for what we got going on. I want to thank you guys for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, sir.